Dear students, welcome to NRS YouTube channel. So in the last class we discussed regarding entrepreneur skills. So entrepreneurship and what actually the entrepreneurship it deals with, and what are the different activities comes under the entrepreneurship, and right. So that we'll discuss in the last class, and today we'll discuss regarding the various activities, and as well as the types of business activities that we'll discuss today. So in the business activity, as we discussed yesterday in the last class, so in the profit point of view, the entrepreneurship and mainly the skills which includes in an entrepreneurship, they are very the directly it proportional to the property of the business, the property of the company, right? So in the business activities, we have mainly three types of business activities. The first one is manufacturing, service, and hybrid. Manufacturing, service, and hybrid. So first we'll go for the manufacturing. So what actually the manufacturing is, and what are the different kinds of the steps or the modules comes under manufacturing business activity. Okay, so as you already know that, yes, so in the manufacturing business, so what actually the manufacturing business, what he has given, that is concerned with the processing of transformation of raw materials and semi-finished products into finished products, right? So for example, you can, what he has given, so the manufacturing business is nothing but, so you have to take the raw materials and you can convert those raw materials into the finished product. Finished product means a end user or a customer can use that product. Okay, so to convert from raw material to the useful product, so that is nothing but that is manufacturing. Okay, in such business industries change the shape and form of materials extracted from nature. The raw materials usually, we can extract from the nature, and whether it is, anything, whether it is a coal or a gold, or that petroleum products. So that raw materials, without raw materials we can't, make the product useful product, right? So the raw materials in such manufacturing companies, the raw material is, we need that raw material. So that, for example, you can take it, if suppose you have one sugar factory. So in the sugar factory, what is the raw material? The sugar cane is the raw materials, right? Sugar cane is the raw material. So in order to extract the raw material from the nature, so you will crop that sugar cane, and you will dump into the factory. So the raw material is sugar cane, and the manufacturing company, what our sugar factory will make that product a useful product that he has given, that is finished product. Okay, so that is nothing but sugar, right? So the end user or customer can use the finished product. So next he has given, the iron ore extracted through mining is converted into steel, right? The iron ore which is extracted uh, with the help of, by the mining, and it is converted into steel. So that is manufacturing. And engineering, cement, sugar, textile, jute, etc. are the main example of manufacturing industries, right? If you come to that engineering, so in the engineering, and so many products, right? So whether it is an mechanical engineering or automobile engineering, or developing or manufacturing the circuit boards, right? So in such kind of, suppose if you have taken the mechanical, that mechanical engineering, in that, the an engineer, he will make the design of that particular product. You can take anything, whether if you come to this, especially in automobile industries. In the automobile industry, before going to assemble the products, they will design that particular product. Suppose you can take any bike or a car, okay, or a truck, anything. So in order to manufacturing the products, so the first they will go for the designing. So then after designing, they will collect all the raw materials which is required for the manufacturing, and then based on the design they will go for the manufacturing, developing the product. And there is next is cement. The cement is also same. We have to especially for the cement we have to collect so many raw materials, so including more than one raw materials. Okay, so we can develop the cement, can manufacture cement. Next, sugar, as you already know that sugar, and textile industries, jute, etc. So are the main examples of manufacturing industries. And next, manufacturing business industries are of the following types. So again, in the manufacturing industries, we have different types of business industries. The first one is analytical business, okay, or analytical manufacturing industry. So in analytical manufacturing industry, a basic raw material is broken into several useful materials. Okay, so manufacturing is the main business activity. In this manufacturing business activity, we have one more type of business activity, a sub module, that is analytical. So what actually analytical means? Analytical, in this activity, in this business industry, a basic raw material is broken into several useful materials. For example, he has given, that is, in an oil refinery, a crude oil is analyzed and separated into several products such as petrol, diesel, kerosene, and lubrication oil. Right? So here we have only one raw material. We have only one raw material, but while you are manufacturing, you will get different so many useful materials. By the single raw material you will get so many useful materials. So when you will get those materials, when you are extracting the useful or a particular product from the raw materials, by automatically while you are processing, while you are processing, you will get so many different useful materials. He has given, that is crude oil. So when the crude oil is uh, separated, or a crude oil is when it is processed, okay, so you will get a petrol as a byproduct, you will get a diesel as a byproduct, you will get kerosene, and you will get a lubrication oil as a byproducts of the crude oil. So here the crude oil is an raw material. So this kind of manufacturing activity is comes under analytical business activity. It is an analytical business activity. Okay, so next is synthetical. So in the synthetical, in this type of manufacturing business industry, two or more materials are mixed to form a new product. Right? So for example, concrete, gypsum, coal, etc. are the mixed to produce cement. Right? So as I already discussed, the synthetical business activity, it is, we need to take more than one raw materials. Right? Two or more materials we need, raw materials we need to develop or to manufacturing a useful product, a new product. Right? But in analytical, what happen? We have only one raw material, and while you are refining or when you are processing that particular raw material, you will get so many different kinds of that useful materials, right, in the process. But in the synthetical, in order to develop a new product, in order to manufacture the new product, you need more than one raw materials. For example, cement he has given, right? So in order to develop the produce the cement, you need to get the raw material, that is concrete, gypsum, and coal. Right? So this is synthetical. So next is processing and assembling. Processing and assembling. So processing and assembling, so that we'll see in the next class. Okay, so thank you.